youngest son. Can you tell me your name?
Hi, I'm Roman.
Roman. And we are going to be cooking up some yummy rolls for you today. So for those of you who don't know, I live in the Pacific Northwest up here in Washington State. So a little change up from Cindy and Shai in Michigan. And I am so honored that she invited me to cook with all of you today. So welcome everyone. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm one of the top consultants here at Bond Cook. And we are always looking for people to join our incredible business and join our incredible Bond community. So if you are not already connected to another consultant, please reach out and we'll get you connected with someone. And if you are, I'm sure you already know how amazing we are, and we hope to you enjoy this experience cooking in Washington today. So, Steven, do you have some people on?
Yeah, we got a bunch of people on.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Another one of my boys behind the camera, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and comment, and we'll get that answered as we can. So we are doing an omelet roll today, and we're doing a chocolate Swiss roll. So we're going to start with the omelet roll because it's going to cook the longest. Super duper duper simple. So I use the same recipe I use for my crustless quiche. So I start with 8 eggs, and this is our stainless Mexican bowl and whisk I just love. Super easy to whisk up your eggs. And then you can add 1 cup of either sour cream or Greek yogurt. Yes, Steven?
Nessa says, hi Teresa,
Hi,
super
Nessa.
happy to be invited to your kitchen today.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. We love Nessa. So happy to see you. Okay, so this is, you can use, like I said, Greek yogurt or sour cream. We always have Greek yogurt on hand. Roman likes yogurt, right? Instead of 2 mini spatulas and our measuring cup here, make a perfect way to measure in our kitchen, which is great. We're just going to whisk that yogurt in, and then we're going to add cheese. And so here in the Pacific Northwest, I'm sure you guys have heard about Tillamook cheese. We love our Tillamook cheese. So this is just some Tillamook white cheddar. Yep, I know it looks like a lot of cheese, but I've got some cheese lovers in my family. You can do less if you'd like, but this is something Steven's going to enjoy. So we're putting some yummy cheese in here today. Okay, so then next up, we're going to add some of our French Pantry herb blends. I love our French Pantry line. It makes cooking so easy, you guys. So definitely, this is our Herbes de Provence. Amazing. You can see how beautiful that is. Our herb blends are salt-free, which I absolutely love. And you actually can put a pretty generous amount in here. I'm not going to add salt. Yes, Stephen?
Carrie and Terry both say hi.
Hi, Carrie and Terry.
And Kathy says, love how you make it a family affair.
It is a family business here at Fuel House. Always has been. I started this business before this one was even born. And so he doesn't even know life without FlexiPan. And all my boys are already talking about when they go to college that they're going to need FlexiPan in their kitchens. So I said, don't worry, we'll get you hooked up. So, so the Herbes de Provence, amazing herb blend. If I'm cooking something that doesn't already have a lot of salt in it, I will definitely add some salt. But the cheese has quite a bit of salt in it already, so I'm not worried about adding extra salt. So we are going to use our awesome heat-resistant spatula, and we're just going to scrape all this yumminess into our deep flexi fluff, which is already sitting on the perforated baking sheet because we need that for the cooking foundation. For those of you who do not know about our products, they are flexible. So they need a vehicle to get in and out of the oven, and our perforated baking sheet is that perfect vehicle. The reason is, if you guys don't already know this, is FlexiPan is made of woven glass. And woven glass allows everything to cook evenly and brown nicely. And so we want the heat to come through evenly so that the FlexiPan can work to its maximum performance. Thanks, Roman. And so there's a perforated baking sheet underneath the deep flexi flap, and then you can see my quiche filling in there. Now, I am going to put I didn't mix the veggies in because I want to leave them. You'll see when I pop this out why I'm doing this on top after the fact, because we want to make sure that we can see these gorgeous, it's a little bit big, isn't it, veggies when it comes out. All right, do you have any questions or?
No questions, but Marianne says, hello from France.
Hi, I'm so glad we have our French friends on too. The timing's great for that. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Washington, which is a little funny because we do live at 5 from the East Coast. But I know in a few hours it will be too late for our friends in France. So I'm so glad. Okay, so then this is just some yellow and red peppers, and then a little bit of chopped spinach. I cannot wait for you guys to see what this is going to look like after the fact. We've got this going on, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven, and it's gonna be 400 degrees, and it's gonna be about 15 minutes is all, okay? So, I'm gonna let you pop that in the oven if you don't mind, Roman. And you can put it at the bottom oven, and then Stephen, maybe you wanna help him? Thank you very much. Okay, perfect. So then we're going to move on to the Swiss roll. So let me clean up some of his dishes real quick. And the bottom one. The bottom one. Okay, perfect. So now, before I start with my Swiss roll, I'm going to put out my roll pack. We're not rolling any dough today, but I like to have a nice clean surface when I'm baking. Really is a great surface for any type of work area, but we're going to be doing a lot of stuff baking-wise today. And so I'm going to get that here and show that to you guys. And then we're going to show you the end result first. So you can kind of see what we're making. It's kind of exciting. Now this isn't decorated yet, but it looks pretty by itself, doesn't it? But I know, right? We could serve it like this, but we're gonna make it even a little prettier later. So this is our chocolate Swiss roll, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to make that. It is so super easy, you guys. Okay, can we see okay, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start whisking up our eggs in our stand mixer. Yes?
Rhonda says, looks good already.
It does, doesn't it?
And Carrie says, love the rainbow colors of the veggies.
Oh, love the color. Eating of the rainbow. We've taught our kids forever, right? Okay, so we've got 4 eggs. It is very, very important when you're baking this Swiss roll that your eggs are room temperature, okay? Really, anything you're baking, the eggs should always be room temperature, any of your ingredients. So we're going to add 1/2 of a cup of sugar, and we've got 4 eggs. So go ahead and close that up, Roman. And then we're going to just whisk that on medium-high. And you're going to go, you want to get a ribbon-like consistency, which I will teach you what that looks like when we get closer. So we're going to go ahead, we got to go this pretty high, but I'm going to talk loud so you guys will be all right. I know, we're going to move that over here so it's not in your face, okay, Roman? Okay, so while that is mixing up, we're going to get the rest of our ingredients ready, okay? So we've got another stainless mixing bowl we use for lots of things around here. And then we've already pre-measured 1/3 of a cup flour, 1/4 of a cup cocoa powder. Here's a little tip for you. We love the dark cocoa powder. You can do whatever you want, but we love the dark. And then we're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon salt. Do you guys know these magnetic measuring cups and spoons? Look, they're all magnetic. It's not fun. No one else is placing them, huh? Okay, so we're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon salt. And then I'm going to let you whisk that up while those eggs are done. Okay, and so then these eggs we're going to whisk up until they get to, like I said, the ribbon form. And so I will show that to you in a minute. Once they get to that ribbon form, then we're going to add melted butter. So I'm going to go ahead and start melting the butter right now. So easy to do in our mini cake mold. I use it all the time for melting butter, melting chocolate. You're going to see me later use it for ganache. Yes, Stephen?
Blue Set and Margaret say, yummy.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are on. Okay, I'm going to go turn that up a little bit. Then put it in the microwave. I am going to know my microwave is going to be 30 seconds. It might be longer depending on how soft the butter is. I'll be right back. Okay, and we forgot to set the timer for the quiche. So I'm going to do that right now. I love this handy-dandy timer, but it's really important that you set it or else it doesn't work, right? So I'm going to set this. Love this clip-on timer because then I won't forget, even though you're busy doing something else in the house, it'll go off.
And somebody else can use the oven timer.
And somebody else can use the oven timer while we're doing that, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, so what we're doing right now, I'm going to pass that to you, Stephen. And I don't think I need that anymore. Oh, that's my microwave. Hold on. You got that, Ro?
Yeah, I do. I have finished mixing the mixture.
Okay, so as you can see, this is awesome because my butter is melted, but this is not hot, which I love about the mini cake mold in the microwave because it doesn't get hot. We're not quite there yet, I can tell already, so I'll show them. Okay, those of you who don't know about the roll pat, I love it because it sticks to your counter, but whatever you're rolling on, it doesn't stick to it, which is great. And so we're going to be using it, like I said, as our work surface today, but it's really easy to clean up. You're going to see when I decorate the Swiss roll wise out, and so we have that ready to go. So this will come next. Roman, we're going to need our heat resistant spatula, the So what you want to be able to do, you want to grab me a spoon real quick? This is great. Okay, so I want to show you guys, when you know you're ribbon stage, you bring your spoon through here. Can they see on the camera, Steven? And the line disappears right away, okay? And when it's at a ribbon stage, it's going to hold the line for about 5 seconds. So we can tell it needs to go a little bit more. So let's put that on, and we're going to keep whisking. Okay, almost done. Okay, yes.
Terry says, every time I watch you, I want to buy more.
Well, then, you know, just, we have great products, what can I say? And we have a lot of fun with what we do. So, we definitely are looking for virtual cooks all across the U.S., you guys. And so, we'd love for you to join us. We love to cook. We've had so much fun with these virtual cooking classes right now. It's such a great way to connect with others, and we just love it. And so, we have fun, don't we, Roman?
Yes, we do.
What's your favorite thing we've done for a cooking class so far?
Macarons.
Roman loves to make macarons. He's got an amazing YouTube video out there on the macarons. If you haven't seen it, check it out. He's my little macaron pro, right? Okay, so this is almost ready. So well, it comes to the final stages. I'm going to get my deep flexi flat out again and show you. So we've got, this is a deep flexi flat used for lots of things in our kitchen. And this is the perforated baking sheet I was talking about. It's the foundation. Really, this is cooking your food. But as you can see, you cannot get this in and out of the oven without a vehicle to carry it on. So we're going to stick the deep flexi flat on perforated baking sheet and we're ready to go. Okay, so now I want you guys to see the difference in this. I can tell it is ready to go now. See how it kind of creates like a ribbon when it comes down? Cool. Okay, can you throw that over in the sink, please? And then I'm going to show
Throw it over the sink.
Okay, so then when you pull there, you can see the line. Can they see this in the video? So you can see the line is there, but it takes about 5 seconds to go away, okay? So that's good to go. All right, so now what we're going to do is put the melted butter in, which I should have done when it was still on the thing, but I forgot. No, it's okay, we can use this. So that is 1/4 of a cup melted butter, okay? And then we're gonna add this awesome mixture of the cocoa powder and flour. Isn't it amazing? You can hear me so much better now. Sorry. That Roman made. I love how light this cake is. So yeah, I'll let you do it in a minute. I know. So that we're gonna fold this in, okay? But you don't want to be too shy because you have to fully incorporate this. And so can they see pretty well what I'm doing here, Steven?
Here.
It's really more of this clear bowl, you can see the stuff on the bottom.
They can, right? You can see what you're missing. So you're gentle with it because you don't want to lose all that air that you created, but you also want to make sure it's completely incorporated. So we don't have a swirled view. We want to have complete chocolate, okay? So you can see, this heat resistant spatula does a really good job. The other spatula of ours that you could use is our blender spatula. I really like the grip. Somebody's borrowing it right now, Roman. Otherwise I'd be showing it. Thank you, buddy. He knows what it is, but he doesn't know that I loaned it out. So I actually only have one of those, believe it or not. I should get another one. But this heat resistant spatula, I really like the feel of. It fits well. It's easy to use. So, any questions, you guys?
No questions right now.
Okay. I know Roman really wants to do this, but I'm trying to get it in the oven so we can show everybody from start to finish. I know, you're going to get to eat it because we're making several Swiss rolls, so it's kind of fun. So, 3 to be exact, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this. Look at that. Okay, so now we're going to throw all of this in the deep flexi flat. From why don't you grab the scraper? We can show them how the scraper gets every last drop.
My favorite thing to say about the scraper, the curved edge.
The curved edge, right?
I love the curved edge.
All right, so yes.
Nicole says, I love making rolls. This is so fun.
Awesome. My friend Lindsay just reminded me on a post the other day that it's almost pumpkin roll season, which we love. But these chocolate rolls are really fun. You can do an angel food cake roll. What? Yes, sir.
Cindy is wondering what brand of cocoa do you use?
Cindy, I used Hershey's because honestly that is what we could find. And they have the dark chocolate, which I love. And so...
Everybody needs to get one.
Everyone loves the scraper. So we are going to push the batter into the corners to make sure it's even. And then you can see, isn't that beautiful?
That's what you were using that cake thing for.
I know, right? Yes, Stephen.
Carrie says, both of my kids are watching and drooling with me.
Well, it's time to get baking with them. Okay, Karen? All right, I know you will. You do a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is we're going to tap this down, because anytime you're working with batters and chocolate and you want it to be level, you tap it, okay? And then this is at 425 degrees. It's going to go in the oven, and it's literally only going to be 6 or 7 minutes. In my oven, it was 7 earlier, but I'll check it this. In the top, please, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to check my timer, which I've got 6 minutes on here for the quiche, so that's perfect. We'll check them both at the same time. Maybe just to double check, Miss Eva, you want to set the oven timer for 7 minutes to make sure I don't mess that up. Okay, perfect. So then, the next thing we're going to do, you want to grab the other mixing bowl for the KitchenAid, buddy? And then our whisk attachment. Yeah. Yeah, do you see the whisk?
Weren't you supposed to like keep that thing cold or something?
Yeah, it's better if you keep it cold, so I want to keep it out. So didn't forget. I have the, oh, there it is. Thank you. See, it's so good to have helpers in the kitchen. Okay, so we're going to make some fresh whipped cream to fill our Swiss roll, okay? And so that is right here, and it's really cold. You always want to make sure your cream, heavy cream, is really cold. And really, if your bowl is cold too, but this is going to work. Yes, Stephen?
Carrie says, I use my offset spatula way more than I often ever thought I would.
I know, isn't it true though? It's so true. Okay, I thought I didn't need this again, and then I realized I did. So I love our magnets, right? Okay, so now we're going to do 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So you want to measure that in there. It might be 1 already, but yeah, liquid, you got it. Go for it. And then I already pre-measured 1/4 of a cup powdered sugar. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Chuck's dirty.
I think I did. I said.
You know what, just in case.
Okay, so we've got pure vanilla extract in here and heavy whipping cream. And so delish. Perfect, that's all we need. It's almost perfect. Little extra. We love vanilla. Okay, here goes the noise again. So easy to do when you have a KitchenAid mixer. But we're going to whip that up ahead of time so we can fill our Swiss roll, okay? So now, I'm going to show you this kind of in different stages because it just takes time to cook, and that's what we're doing here. Sorry, okay, so what we're going to do is this one, I'm going to save that for the quiche. Okay, so this is how our Swiss roll, when it comes out of the oven, you're going to see me do it hot. So as soon as it comes out of the oven, it's fully cooked, I'm going to roll it, and then it's going to be like this. And then I'm going to unroll it to fill it with the whipped cream, and then roll it again to do the next step for the ganache, okay? And so, yeah.
That's how you can see that this is like about the same size with the whatever it's called, lawn mat in between, as almost at the same size as that. You guys, there's whipped cream on it.
That's right, exactly. We're going to fill it. So we're going to whip cream, which is done right now. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my cooling rack because you're going to see how I'm going to do this with the ganache. And I have my roll pad underneath. So this is going to be, because we're going to cover it with this beautiful ganache.
You have not done that before.
You want to see it, I have, just haven't seen it. And you want to see it come, come through here, but you want it to collect on the roll pad instead of the counter. I know, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do this right here on top. Ronnie, can you move these 2 dishes?
I think it's done.
Alright. You want to move these 2 dishes for me? And then let's see. No, I don't. And then you grab me a paper towel, that'd be awesome. Okay, so, yeah, Roman is correct. The cream is done. That's so good. Okay. I can set that aside. I know you're going to want to look at that later. Okay. Okay, so next up, here we go. So this was rolled up. A lot of recipes for rolls tell you to roll the cake in a tea towel and dust it with powdered sugar. And I love the fact that we don't have to do that here because we have our bottom. So you can see this nice little curl happen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fresh whipped cream and I'm going to save some of it for decorating the top. So it's almost all of it, but not quite. We're going to save that row. And then I'm going to spread this with my offset spatula. It's going to kind of go in.
Wait, I didn't know you guys sold stuff like that.
We do, honey.
Is that new?
No, it's actually done it for a while. So, we learn something new every day, don't we? Even in the fuel house. Okay, so here we go. Do we have any questions yet, Steven?
No questions.
Okay, look at this. This is such yummy whipped cream. You guys, if you do not make your own homemade whipped cream, you're missing out. Like, even if I do, like we do hot chocolates, we make homemade whipped cream. We do mochas at home, we make homemade whipped cream. And so there's my friend Dana, awesome friend Dana, who's also on our team, gave me the tip with this that you could add a little espresso powder to the cocoa powder, and have a mocha roll, which would be good. My boys might not like that, but I will.
If it tastes like coffee, not my.
I know,
That's
right?
not what I would like.
Okay, I'm gonna let you put that in the sink or put it to the side. You can look at later, just not right now. Okay, so now we've got this Swiss roll, and I'm gonna kind of use the bond mat to kind of guide my roll as I roll it. Can I see this on the camera good, Steven?
Yeah, you can see it good.
Rolling it? Okay. So you can see how beautiful that is as you roll it, nice and tight. Okay, and yes, this is a very delicate cake, and so you're gonna see a little bit of it's gonna come off. I flipped it out hot, so it comes on the bond mat just a little bit, but obviously you guys, that's the easiest thing in the world to clean.
And that's not sticky.
Yes.
Susan is wondering how long did it cool?
It cooled completely. I baked this. You want to let it cool completely. And I baked mine, probably 3 hours ago. And so it's been cooling for 3 hours. I did the one I did for you guys, I baked it last night and I let it cool overnight. The thing I love about these roll cakes is that you can do them ahead of time and then you can decorate them later, and there's plenty of time for that. You can also trim up the edges and make it, fine, but I'm gonna leave it like this. Now, in reality, you guys, you could actually put this on the plate. It would look beautiful. Dust it with some powdered sugar or cocoa powder or both, and you're done if you don't want to put the ganache on. But the ganache is so simple when you see how I do this, and it gives you just that incredible professional look. Okay, so we're back to using that mini cake mold again. And what I have in here right now is half a cup of heavy cream, and I'm gonna heat that in the microwave for 1 minute, okay? Oh, and my timing turns your timer. Isn't that perfect?
That is more than just.
Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Ooh, our quiche roll. Oh, no.
I can completely eat this thing.
Okay, the quiche roll needs like 3 more minutes. So that's perfect. So I checked my quiche while I was over there. So we got 3 more minutes on that. And then I'm gonna check my cake. I wanna show you guys what's going on with this because here is our beautiful cake. And I want you to see, I'm gonna press on it. And you see how when I press on that, it leaves an indent? That means it needs to cook a little bit longer. And we're talking only like 1 more minute. So, okay, Steven. Steven, can you wash that mini offset spatula for me? Because I'm gonna need that again. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So then what's happening with the heavy cream in the microwave is it's heating up. And then when that comes out, I'm going to add a half a cup of bittersweet chocolate. We love Ghirardelli. It is the best chocolate out there. You can use semi-sweet or bittersweet, but I do not recommend milk chocolate for this.
Well, where is it?
It should be in the sink. Roman had one. It's the mini stainless spatula. It looks like the one that's got the cream on it. Okay, so now here's our heavy cream. Very hot, okay? I'm gonna pour the chocolate in here, but I'm not gonna stir it yet, okay? All I'm gonna do is kind of swirl it around to make sure that heavy cream covers the chocolate, but I don't wanna stir it. I'm gonna kind of let that melt before I whisk it up with my mini whisk. And then if I'm making ganache, I can leave it like that, but I want it to be thinner to pour out, and so we're not gonna do that quite yet. So we're gonna let that be, and I'm gonna find what I'm asking Steven to get me because where did the mini offset spatula?
The tiny one.
No, I don't have it. Okie dokie. Sorry, guys.
Tree, here.
Thank you, Roman. Perfect. Okay, mini offset spatula. We need that, and you're going to see why. So pause, set that aside, because we have to get this cake when it's ready. Roman, you want to grab that medium bond mat right there? Perfect.
I mean, just one minute.
Just one. Okay, so here we go. You can see this, and I'm going to press, and it bounces back. It's not leaving that indent anymore, so that means that the cake is done, okay? All right, so then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to that for a second. I'm going to take, again, that mini offset spatula, and I'm just going to gently, maybe you can see on this side better, I'm going to kind of let it release, because honestly, you need to be patient with these cakes and let them release on their own. But because we're going to flip it and roll it, we need to kind of help it along. But if I just flip it without releasing the edges, it's going to stick on the edges, which it needs to be able to release. So I'm not sure if you can see from the camera angle or not that I'm releasing that edge there. Can I see that, okay, Sarah?
Yeah, you can see
See
it.
how that releases so nicely? So the cake is delicate, you guys, so be gentle with it, be patient. And so really all I'm doing is just gently kind of giving it a little assistance before I flip it. Make sure there's no corner it's going to get snagged on. And then we're going to flip it and roll it. And then let it cool super easy, okay? So now this baking sheet's super hot, Ro, so be careful. Oh, that's the quiche. You want to check the quiche, Stephen?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to take my medium bond mat. You can see it's really the perfect size for this on top. I know I just gave him that, didn't I? That's funny. It's okay, just on the counter here. Is it a little cocoa on it? Okay, so now we're going to flip the whole thing over. It's fine, don't worry, Rose. You're a little nervous.
That's why I'm all nervous.
Remove it. Okay, so now I flip that, and then here go the corner pop, 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 pop. And then, are you guys ready for this? Beauty. Look at this. Can't do that with a metal pan. Hello. Isn't that beautiful? Can you say it?
Well, no, this is what happens with the metal pan. You scrape it out. Horrible.
Just scrape it out.
Wouldn't look good at all.
Okay, so now here we go. Let's see here. So I'm going to go this way.
Be able to roll.
See how beautiful that is? And then we roll it right away hot. So you just kind of come in like this. You do the same thing if you're doing a pumpkin roll, you guys. So easy.
It's basically a pumpkin roll made out of chocolate.
It is. It is. There we go. Be really gentle. And then I just let it sit like that and cool. Okay? And so then that's, remember you saw me unroll that and fill that. Okay, so now I'm going to set perfect. Just set it just like that. See that? Thank you, buddy. Okay, so now this is the ganache that I had made. Now we're going to whisk that up. I love this combo. Like I said, I'm making ganache with it right now. But it's also great. We make some little mini omelets here in the microwave in the mornings. It's fantastic. Stephen likes to do little egg sandwiches. Cooks his sausage up in here, and then the egg and some cheese. And this mini whisk is perfect for those small jugs. Any comments, questions, Stephen?
Susan says, I placed my first order on Saturday. I am amazed.
Yay, congratulations! Welcome to the Bun Cook family. We're so excited. Okay, so now this ganache is yummy the way it is. And you can use ganache in so many ways. We even we'll put it in the refrigerator, let it get hard, and we'll pipe it on things. We'll use it as a layer in ice cream cakes. But this, we're going to thin it out a little bit. And so I need, we need to, I know it did. I'm just adding a tablespoon of milk to get it so it's more of a pourable consistency to go on this Swiss roll. Okay, you guys?
Probably gonna taste more of a milky milk chocolate.
No, it still will taste, it's bittersweet, so it'll still be. So let's see, we're gonna start to pour it and see what we get. You guys ready? Oh goodness gracious, look how pretty that is. You guys see why I have the roll cut underneath? Because
it's like collecting.
Isn't that cool? Well, you don't want to waste it. It's good chocolate. So you have it on the roll pad, it's going to catch it. Look how easy this is, you guys. You thought it would take a lot of work to frost it. It's not. Super easy. And then
if you don't have this thing, you cannot do this. You
Yeah,
could
right.
do it, but it would just not.
our Bun Cook products make it way easier, doesn't it, Roman? Okay, so then you kind of look and you see if there's any more on the edges. I'll kind of spread a little bit down here to make sure
Like
that
right there.
it's covered. And again, there's the EXO, the mini offset spatula. We used to have one that was the EXO glass, so that's why I'm saying that. Okay, so then I'm just gonna pour a little bit more on this side, let it kind of drizzle down. And then you wanna get it in the fridge right away so that it will set. So you could actually have this set, you put it in the fridge, and 20 minutes later it'll be set and you could serve it. But you could also be doing this in the morning and serve it later at night. Totally up to you. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, perfect. So then, this I'm going to put in my fridge. And for those of you who don't know, I've got, I'm going to leave the roll pack here. You're going to see what I do with that in a minute. But I'm just at a octagonal bond mat that I'm going to put underneath it. Robbie, give me that octagonal bond mat, please. And then that way it'll keep dripping. It will not drip on my fridge. How cool is that? All right, Steven, you open the fridge for me? I'm going to put that in and set up. What size? Got it? Okay, perfect. So then this we can scrape up and use it again. I mean, that's pretty cool. Grab that clean skipper right there, please. So you can see the scrape right there. Looks clean. Yeah, perfect. So we use the curved edge in the bowl, but you can see how you can use this edge. I'm going to put it all in there. Isn't that cool, you guys? So there's lots of uses for this scraper. I love it, love it, love it. I love that the roll pack, you can move it like that. You can't do that with your camera, you guys. It's pretty cool. So you could let the ganache set up a little bit more before you did this too, but I wanted you guys to see that. Okay, so now, yes, Stephen.
Cindy says, looks delish.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to let you move that away. Isn't this cool? You can clean up your counter in 2 seconds. I'm gonna let you take that over there, and then I'm gonna show you some finishing touches we can do on the Swiss roll. Which side do you want? That side. Pastry bag, please. Okay, thank you. Strawberries, please. Okay, so this is our pastry bag stand, our pastry bag, and we have a set of 4 tips. I already have the star tip in there. Can you grab another heat-resistant spatula, please, buddy?
Sure.
Pastry bag stand I love because I can put the bag in, roll it down, and then I'm going to be able to put my heavy whipping cream in here. Can we see this?
Yeah.
That's what I can get you.
Perfect, thanks, buddy. But now I can use 2 hands to fill the pastry bag, which I love. And then you can get creative. And honestly, you can do whatever you want. We could just serve it as is, like we said before. But this pastry bag just is really easy to decorate with. So I want to show you on top. So watch this. Here we go. So we're gonna do these dollops of whipped cream, and then strawberry on top. What do you think? Do you like that idea, Ro? How does that look, everybody? My kids aren't sure about fruit and chocolate.
I am.
Steven likes it. That's
I'll
fine.
eat the fruit and then the chocolate,
But not
maybe not
together.
both.
Okay, but look how beautiful that is, you guys, and how impressive. You guys saw how easy that was. Okay, so there's our Swiss roll. Now we're going to show you the egg roll, or the omelet roll, quiche roll, whatever you want to call it, right? Perfect, that's so pretty. Okay, so now we've got this setting up. Okay, so so here's our beautiful cheesy quiche.
Oh, whoa, that was a lot different than it was when it.
I know, it's because they put extra cheese on it. It looks different, doesn't it?
People are saying that looks awesome and beautiful.
It smells amazing, you guys. So this I'm going to do what's called a double flip, which is kind of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another bond mat on top. And then we can take this baking sheet. This is how you do the double flip. It's so easy, and you'll understand why in just a minute. This is so simple. Roman is fine. He burned himself on a hot baking sheet recently, so he's a little nervous about it. Now, you can see this flexi pan. It just came out of the oven, and yet I can still take it off. Don't worry about the phone soon. It's okay. I can get that phone. I've got a little problem here with my edges because I didn't release them like I told you to do, but it's coming off all right. So you should probably do the same thing I did with the offset spatula, but you can still see pretty amazing for that eggy, cheesy gooiness. Okay, now, the reason I flipped it and then I'm going to roll it is because remember those vegetables that we saw? We want to see them on this side, okay? So now again, I'm going to use the bond mat to kind of help guide my roll. This is so fun. Can you fill it? Yes, you can absolutely fill it. But honestly, there's so much yumminess in this already that we don't need to. So we're just going to roll it. It's so thick. It's good to go, isn't it? Alright, beautiful. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, there you go. Look at that gorgeous egg roll. I probably could have let it cook another 2 minutes, but for the most part, it's done. It's beautiful. And then you turn it that way. Oh, keep going a little bit more.
Move it further back.
Further back, sorry. Thank you.
There
we
you go.
go. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. So, how long was that? We literally did that in 30 minutes, you guys. We did our 35 minutes. Our Swiss roll and our omelet roll that you can enjoy. So now, if you guys are already connected with a consultant, reach out to him or her and they will help you order any of these products you want, or join our incredible Boncook family as a consultant, which we would love. If you do not have a consultant you're connected with yet, please reach out and we'll help you find one. And as always, bon appetit.